has arrived. The heat is beginning and the summer is near. While most of the Northern Hemisphere is pulling their Model A Fords out from their garages, well, here we begin to leave them inside more. Now, it is very important during the summer months here in Tucson that we keep ourselves hydrated. If you do not, well, unexpected things can happen. It seems that life is beginning to normalize in the Model A Mabel neighborhood. I had been able to spend more time driving Mabel than working on her. My wife took some wonderful pictures of what spring has offered up in flowers. I will put them at the end for the ladies. Hey, you like my new hat? My pops had one similar. Hats off to Dad, a soul that was greater than what life allowed him to live. In meantime, it is that time where the trees are exploding green, the cacti are blooming, and the buzzards are flying. A lot of things have taken place with Mabel. Today, I am covering a few, such as an update on her head, grease fitting lubrication, transmission and differential checks. Finally, my older brother Curly Dave came down to give old Mabel a drive. If you remember, he went to California with me to check out Mabel, as he has a knowledgeable eye and ears on old cars. Further, he helped me pull off the head, so it is only fitting that he gets a chance to drive Mabel. In the meantime, it is best to drive early in the morning or evening unless we get a cool day. 80 miles later, my step-up son Josh pointed out something disturbing. Mabel was leaking sweat beads around the head. Body rust. I didn't want to see that. On the passenger side, she ran from the back to about 2/3 to the front. Look at that. The drops look like my forehead after chasing after my dogs. On the driver's side, it was near the front all the way to the back. Mabel looks like she has green pimples. I checked the oil for signs of coolant and if the oil level had risen. Nothing looked milky nor any rise in the oil level. Thus, it all looked fine. So, I made a decision to go from 55 foot-pounds to 65 foot-pounds. Now, that is my limit. If she still leaks, the head is coming off again.
No, after that.
120 miles later, no signs of coolant leaking on the head, oil, or anywhere else. Well, I'll be an Uncle Model A monkey. In reading Mafca's Restore, I discovered that a higher compression head, such as mine, requires 60 to 65 foot-pounds. There you go. Nothing was wrong except for my own ignorance. Now, there was some oil slowly coming out of the top oil return and running down to the bottom side. It's hard to see it here, and it does go down into the splash pan. I tightened them down a bit. A quarter to a third turn did occur, and it was once again secure. So far, no oil has showed back up, but I think it's only a matter of time before that turtle sweats again. When I went to grease Mabel, I discovered that the passenger front backing plate had no grease fitting. Since my brother Dave came down to give Mabel a drive, heck, why not put him to work? It was a press-in type of grease fitting. Most of the grease fittings were the old style, and very few would take any grease, suggesting to me that she hadn't been greased for a while. So I took this pick and gently, and I mean gently, pushed the bearing inside to loosen things up. It worked on most, but not all. I couldn't get this one to work, so I removed it, cleaned the tie-in rod, and replaced it with what I think is the right type of grease fitting anyway. If I'm wrong, give me a comment.
Oops. Let me see something here.
Come on, Jim. Get a good grip, rookie boy.
Yeah, getting close, I think. A little bit of pressure. All right, that's good.
To date, I got every grease fitting except for the throwout bearing. I will get that in time.
There we go. Yay. Yep. Nice.
The next day, Josh looked under Mabel, and boy, did I get an Air Force treatment on cleanliness. Next was the differential. This is a bottoms-up view. It was full, but it had a touch of darkish brown, and since I don't know this history of it, I replaced it. Now, coming up, I make a funny mistake, so watch for it. Oops, can't get the wrench out. Body rust, and caught on video too. That's not the funny predicament I got myself into.
There you go.
Now watching fluid drain is like watching paint drying, so I sped things up a bit here and there. Here's the diff oil. I use 600 weight.
Oh boy.
Okay, I didn't think the funnel would seal up the hole, but it did.
I think I screwed up.
Yes, you did, Jim. The oil had backed up near to the top of the funnel.
Yep, I screwed up. Ooh boy, did I screw up.
Here I am laying on the ground with a Valdez oil spill pending.
Got no fingers to turn off the camera.
I did service the transmission too. Okay, time for my brother to take Mabel out for a ride.
Well, you're getting the hang of it, huh?
Well, it's hard to, yeah. You gotta have the feel, you know. I mean, and my legs ain't the young legs no more. You know. Only thing is for me, your mirrors are set. I don't see nothing out.
No,
the mirrors.
there's nothing. No, nothing.
Yeah.
This one kind of helps for when I'm driving for
Yeah,
people
you
behind
kind
me.
of look up.
That one never stays put.
Yeah, for me it's got to both way down.
Yeah, well, the point
No, I
is
don't wanna touch
it always wiggles. So.
Yeah.
All right, have fun.
Once he was comfortable, we set off down the road.
All right, let's go. I hope I get something there.
Yeah, these things ain't that easy to get into it, are they?
No, they're small.
Yeah, because they're so really tight.
All right.
I like this time of year as the mesquites and the Palo Verde trees become a fresh green.
There's the school thing right there.
Yeah, that'd be good right there. Yeah, that's good. That's better than. I was thinking of the dirt, but yeah, I forgot. That way we don't have to go across the road. Yep. I gotta get used to these brakes.
Yep.
They're a little bit like my electric bike.
Yeah, you gotta compensate for the brakes.
Easy, girl. Okay. Oh, yeah, I gotta. Looks jump see if there's anybody coming here.
It's clear and wide. No, someone's coming. Stop.
Okay. Nobody that way. So
Nobody that way. Just let them go by. Okay. There's another one, but go. Happily.
What they recommend is you bring it back. Don't put it right in there. Feel it and all that. Yeah, well, I didn't. I know what you're saying.
I noticed that when other people are around Mabel, I become like a nervous beaver gnawing on wood. My brother shifted just fine. I remember acting the same when I gave my grandsons their first ride. Just loosen up, Jim.
That was the guy behind you.
The guy behind you.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait. Don't worry about it.
Well,
I use the hill to the engine slow you down because these brakes ain't gonna stop fast. Old car people are really good. They're patient.
I get here and just stop and I can put her in first gear this way.
Yep.
That's safer.
In my brother's teenage years, he bought and fixed up a 1936 split-window Ford coupe. I was surprised to hear how many things were similar to my 1930 Model A. His 1936 Ford had mechanical brakes as well, for example.
Just put her in neutral. Put the brake on.
Yeah, you put her.
There we go. Let's shut her off. Shut her off. Yeah.
Well, there's no click to that thing.
No.
I can see why.
Yeah.
You know, you probably shouldn't have no weight on that key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, on that one.
All right. Well, how was it?
Awesome.
All right.
Beautiful car.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
I do love it. Oh. Yeah, I know if you drive it more, then you get comfortable. Right now, I'm worried about other people. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That the first time
Yeah.
for me was real. Well,
I know if I had it and I drove it, somebody was mad at me going slow. I don't.
yeah.
I would.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. You know, probably the first 10, 15 times.
You got to shut your gas off.
Yeah. I will do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Okay, for the ladies and the spouses, here are some flowers. My wife took these pictures. They are amazing. She loves to hike, and boy, she can hike some good distances. My wife and I each have our interests. Some are the same, some are different. I was thinking, what does she get out of hiking besides physical activity? What do I get out of Model A Mabel besides some new knowledge? I think, therefore I am, is what René Descartes had said. But my independent mind doesn't agree. Well, because if you reverse it, I am, therefore I think. Heck, I know a lot of folks that be but don't think much. So, what did old René mean? Perhaps a better way to say it is, I am conscious, therefore I am. I am, therefore I am conscious. The difference between awareness and consciousness to me is this. Awareness is all activity in our experiential existence that is operating in the present, whereas consciousness is awareness that is operating in suspension. It has a past, present, and future. So why all this philosophical blather? Well, because having Mabel has been calming my soul. She has opened the door to the pursuit of contentment. There can be more to a hobby than just activity. Mabel allows me to move from awareness to consciousness, an activity that has a past, present, and future. Anything people do to move from awareness to consciousness grounds one to a greater reality. Further, seeing the positive impact Mabel has on others, be it family, friends, or people smiling and waving as you drive by, has a joy to it. My wife was skeptical at first, but she has come to see that Mabel is to me like what hiking is to her, moving one from awareness to consciousness. From I think, therefore I am, to I am because I am conscious. This wraps up Season 1. I will return sometime in the fall. In meantime, enjoy your Model A.